It's the middle of summer vacation season, and you're probably planning a beach trip with your family. Let me recommend not going to this greater region called the Persian Gulf. A little too hot, if you know what I mean. Specifically, don't go to Kish Island. You ever heard of Kish Island? And if you went there, you could segregate your family and send the ladies over to the ladies' beach, and then you could send the men over to the men's beach. And maybe that's your thing. I don't know. But that's what they do in Iran. But I wouldn't recommend going there because they have no more power, because Kish Island is no more. Kish Island was absolutely and totally yeeted last night by President Trump, with multiple projectiles striking the main power and water complex and the electricity generation unit, and now the island has gone dark. Why would President Trump do that? Here's one of the images of the projectiles hitting a power station. Why Trump would do that is because Kish Island is a major way station for the Iranian Navy. Naval Support and Aviation hosts a major airbase and serves as critical base for operations for Iran's naval forces in the region. Its proximity to the Strait of Hormuz and conflict target. The island's strategic status has made it a focal point during periods of regional escalation. Kish Island has significant military strategic value. You see, you're not going to be able to control this Strait of Hormuz in here without military assets. And if your military assets keep getting ground down to absolutely nothing, and these like giant arid mountainous regions, not great for military bases, these little islands help you force project power out into the broader Persian Gulf, you're going to have a tough time controlling anything. And so like now it is really a war where President Trump has said, okay, how much do you want to lose here? President Trump posting recently, why not just take Karg Island, where Iran makes most of its oil, where all of its oil refinement is? You can see Karg Island is something that has regularly been talked about as something that could maybe be a ground invasion. Don't know. But like at some point, you're going to have to like observe a couple of important things here as Iran. One, the UAE just released footage of them destroying a Houthi ballistic missile site in Yemen. So now the Houthis are getting completely yeeted. These were the only allies of Iran in the region. Saudi Arabia and UAE have joined forces. Bahrain is launching missiles, and Kuwait are launching missiles at Iran. This is not good. This is not neighborly behavior. I mean, it's hilarious, but like Qatar, Bahrain, UAE, Saudi Arabia, all of these are places for major U.S. military bases, and Iran is surrounded. They're trying to force project right here, so expect very bad things to happen. Like this. Military just unleashed a bunker buster bomb across 6 Iranian cities. Let's go ahead and listen, ladies and gentlemen, to some military strategic advice.
So this footage right here is said to be in Dezful, Iran, and check out the size of this explosion. Absolutely massive. I think at a minimum, this is a 5,000-pound bunker buster bomb going in. Those secondary explosions tell me a lot of different things. Ammo storage facility, Shahed drone storage facility, ballistic missile storage facility, potentially with rocket propellant lighting off. Just an insane explosion that you can see basically from hundreds of miles away, absolutely rocking the IRGC's missile storage facilities. And then this footage is breaking news as well, coming in from CENTCOM, absolutely decimating Iran, taking the gloves off against their ballistic missiles. Remember, it's a huge country, 2.5 times the size of Texas. So it's going to take a little while to decimate Iran. So this looks like rocket propellant igniting right here. So you can see those secondary plumes of explosions lighting up, basically rocking the entire country of Iran. Bunker busters going in and striking IRGC complexes.
We told you. I don't know. It's not like Trump was lying. Trump yesterday, at the very end of the day, last time he was on camera, we're not going to put up with it. We're just going to go forward. We're going to attack him tonight.
And we will end up discontrolling the whole thing. And what they're doing is being very foolish, very stupid, and they've treated people horribly. They've killed 52,000 protesters so far.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump saying, we're attacking him tonight. We're not going to
demolish their military. We're hitting them very hard. We had a deal yesterday or the day before yesterday. It was all done. and then they broke up that deal immediately because they found out there was something in the deal they didn't like.
How do you deal with these people? I don't know. Trump says there's going to be a new blockade for everybody. Anybody can travel except for Iran. In other words, anybody doing business with Iran can't go through. Everybody else will be able to go through. And what does that look like? I mean, that looks like this. This was the crazy footage from yesterday where you have drone ships, unmanned drone ships, suicide ships that are blowing up ports that are deep inside of Iranian controlled waterways. These are ports that are inland in Iran. It's really amazing that they were able to drive a USV, American death drone, this far into Bandar Abbas. Let's go ahead and check in here. So here we go. This is where the drones, the sea drones, so this is a major naval base in Iran. This is their major naval port. And the drone was able to just zoom and boat right into here and all the way up to here. This is where this is where they blew up. I mean, that's crazy. And no one stopped it. No one even tried to prevent this from happening. It was able to just walk right in there. And you can see, boom, see ya. That's wild, man. Wild. So the footage coming out is completely wild. More bunker busters. Huge loss for the IRGC, ammunition and weapons storage facilities, and the Iranians. Armored brigade just blown to smithereens. Entire islands and entire island chain just getting blown to smithereens. Images after the strike at airports. These are main Air Force bases throughout Iran. More CENTCOM footage of just missile launchers getting completely destroyed throughout the region. And I don't know, man. Like at what point, at some point, like you just got to speak the language that people understand, I suppose, in this part of the world. More boats and missile launchers just getting completely obliterated. More footage from on the ground. See ya. See ya. And this is back to the Kish Island, going completely dark. We're going to turn it into Cuba. Going completely dark. And the reason why this footage is so important is that you have these HIMARS missiles that are being fired from other Gulf states who've had enough of this. These are firings of missiles that are being launched from sovereign Muslim territory in other Arab states. HIMARS missiles that are being launched from mobile missile platforms being launched from the sovereign territory of Qatar, UAE, Bahrain, and Kuwait. By the way, these missile sites move. These missile launchers move. You can't track them. You can't follow them. You can put them anywhere. And the ranges are 350 miles. You understand how completely screwed you are here? Like, okay, so that's the naval base. The range here is 55 miles. That's how long this is. So 350 miles, you can put those missile launchers, those HIMARS missile launchers all throughout here. You can hit. I mean, you could hit very far into Iran. The ability to do force projection through the Persian Gulf. Like, I think that's ultimately the goal here, to end that capacity for Iran. Devastating strikes last night. Let's pray for peace once again. Let's pray for the end of this. Maybe this is just the language they're going to understand. It's just everything's going to have to get so bad that they just relent and say enough. That'd be nice. Because I've had enough of this. I want to get back to saving America, but I guess you got to do what you got to do. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.